patient's moving, that's when they're most likely to fall, that's when they're most likely to violate their hip precautions as well. So just take your time, try to relax, step by step by step by step. Very deliberate, very slow. You should be fine, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, plus you have the walker, right? So it makes it a lot safer for the patient because they've got something to hold on to with their arms and stuff like that. All right, so now let's do a stand pivot with the CVA. Let's say he is, we'll say he's weak on his right side because we're on the left side. So 2 rules of thumb with a stroke. You always want to, let me make sure I get it right before I say it. You always want to protect the flaccid extremity, which is almost always going to be their arm. Protect the flaccid extremity and stabilize the weak extremity. Protect the flaccid, stabilize the weak. So we're going to do a stand pivot transfer. So we're going to assume that this is a flaccid extremity and this is a weak extremity, right? And that's almost always the way it is. Upper extremity doesn't work, lower extremity works, but it may not work well. So protect the flaccid, stabilize the weak. So we're going to transfer to his strong side, correct? Okay. Even more important, because we're going to be standing up, all of Randy's weight is going to be on his legs and on me. So geography is even more important. Get this thing as close as you possibly can. Like this. Now Randy would already have his leg rest on and stuff like that, right? So he's got this flaccid arm hanging down there. It's not uncommon. Randy's doing a good job to see somebody's arm caught up in the spokes like that, to see somebody's arms down here like this. I've seen people sitting on their arms and they have absolutely no idea. So people can have absolutely no awareness of this upper extremity. So it's your job to protect this flaccid extremity, right? So it's not unusual. Sometimes they'll have some tone and it'll pop back down like that. So Randy, can you do me a favor? Can you bring your right arm over into your mid-lap? I'm sorry, over to your lap. So if he can, great. If he can't, you can ask him, can you use this arm to help? Very good. Or if he can't do it and you're in a hurry, you can just do it for them, right? Do me a favor and hold right there. Just hold it for a minute. Okay. So can you move this leg at all, Randy? Wow, that's pretty good. Can you pick your knee up off the ground? Just a little bit, maybe? Is it hard for you?
Yeah.
No pain or anything, no, right? Okay, so he's pretty weak on this side. That tells me that once we get standing up, I'm going to have to do a lot of blocking. So, how do you stabilize somebody's lower extremity? I'm going to show you the way I do it. There's 2 ways that I've seen people do it. One, let me straighten his leg out, is you will block somebody's, I have very bony knees, so you can block somebody's knee like this. Have you guys seen this? When you're doing like that. I don't like that because if Randy goes to slide, if his knee goes to give out, he's going to go right between my legs. Or the way I prefer is to block it like this. So you do like a scissors with your knee, you bring them together. I don't know why, but it seems like younger people have more trouble doing this. Like I can get all the way down here and block like this, and I have a lot of control. This is not a body mechanic class because body mechanic goes out the door, unfortunately, when you transfer. The whole purpose is once he stands up, this is his good leg, this is his weak leg. If his weak leg collapses and he's got a lot of weight on it and his weak knee collapses, where's he going? Straight down to the ground. So your job, when you're transferring, is when Randy puts weight on his weak leg, your job is to block his knee so that it doesn't collapse. Because if his knee collapses, he's going to go to the floor. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so when we stand up, when is most of the weight going to be on his right leg? When? We're standing up, we're going to transfer. He's going to turn and sit over here. When is most of the weight going to be on his right, his affected leg? When you're turning, but specifically what point?
When their other leg is...
Yes, absolutely. As soon as he picks up his left leg, his good leg, to move it forward, 100% of the weight is going to be on his right leg. So you have to do a little dance. When the patient is moving their unaffected leg, you have to block their affected leg. Because when he picks up his unaffected leg, his good leg, all the weight's on there. And if his right leg goes down, he's going to go down to the floor. Make sense? Okay. So Randy, on 3, we're going to stand up, all right? Can you move this leg underneath you? You're a good guy. Thank you for not making me do that. Okay. So Randy needs to sit forward. Now, there's the whole thing about people moving to the edge of the chair, you're right?